So yeah, so now we're going to turn into another of the priorities of the Industrial Committee, and this is basically a case study library that we're working on. Yeah, again, we know, again, back to adoption, back to how do we drive adoption in Canada is very clear. We have noticed many Canadian companies are hesitant for robotics. They don't really understand the benefits, the ROI, all of these different values that robotics provides. So an important thing is to have a library of real use cases, high quality, real use cases that people can point to, learn, educate themselves, and how it applies to their industry. So that's certainly something that can go a long way. And so based on this idea, last year, the Industrial Committee did apply for the NGen Cluster Accelerator funding. And yeah, we're very fortunate to be able to land it, and this is allowing this effort to really continue and to flourish and to get really deeper into it. But of course, to make it work, we need support from the industry members. And so again, companies need to be willing to contribute case studies to really build it up and load it. And so this is really the great job of Philippe, who's representing us from Mecademic, and Yi, who's representing from startup Maple Robotics. And they're here to give you a little bit more details on this case study. So yeah, thank you for your support and for pushing this great initiative forward. So Philippe, you already have a strong set of case studies in Mecademic. Why did you volunteer to help lead the library, and what do you hope it achieves for your company and for other Canadian companies to drive adoption?
Thank you, Pablo. Well, thank you for having me. And we think that the library is a great initiative, great idea. We need to have our community of end users here in Canada adopt more quickly. Of course, we have a lot of SMEs, and by default, they're going to be a lot more conservative. They're going to wait a little bit more. They don't want to take the risk, or maybe they don't have the means that the larger companies would have. And when we compare ourselves to the United States, obviously, there's a different DNA over there where they tend to adopt a little more quickly. And so I think that by showing all of these case studies together, we don't push a product, but we really show a community of integrators, of manufacturers, of idea generators for our industry, and we show solutions to various problems. And again, the community is the important part of this, and I think that it's quite powerful. So the more we have, the better. From our perspective at Mecademic, we're in an industry that obviously is very big, but just getting started with automation. We're in micro-automation, so we focus on very compact and precise robots. So we focus on resolution, we focus on things like repeatability, etc. And often it's not very well understood how these can be applied to various problems that are still done manually or that are done with traditional systems like linear guides, Cartesian systems, gantries, etc. So that's what we really replace and we facilitate in machines through integrators. And we do talk about how it's done with the use of videos. In fact, our company, I think, is on the map because of YouTube, where it got viral, and this is how we got to be known, and our product got to be better understood. And so we continue to do this, and in the sales process, our account managers are trained to talk about use cases and talk about, sometimes we slip and we'll talk about Apple and Meta and SpaceX or Rolex, and we're not supposed to say that, and I'm sorry, please take this off the record, but these are the types of things that sell and that talk to customers, even SMEs, and we have to do a better job of encouraging our industry here in Canada to adopt those solutions.
That's great, 100% agree, awesome. I guess to Yi, then Maple is a younger company, and you're going to be producing new case studies for the library, so thanks for that. Why did you decide to get involved, and what are you hoping to learn from this collaboration and effort?
Yeah, thank you very much. Maple Advanced Robotics, and is very lucky to partner with the automotive giant, and who has the visionary about the autonomous robotics at the very beginning. And we work together and to develop fantastic applications and utilized in the application, real production applications. But when we talk to the SMEs, like for example, woodworking shops or metal fabrication shops, they usually we have the big question mark is no one know how to program robot, and we don't need the robot. And so that is kind of like what we think we should contribute into this CRC library, case study library, to showcase the success story and what the advanced technology is now with the physical informed AI. And so robot programming is no longer an issue. And actually the AI-powered robot is more benefit for those SMEs because they are usually their products are high mix, low volume, which is hard to automate. But we have this technology now, and we'd like to introduce this to the wider audience. So that's I feels like it's a great opportunity to contribute into this case study library.
Awesome. Great. No, thank you, Yi. So a bit of tight of time, so I'll maybe go towards the end. So yeah, if you can tell us then, what is the status of the library right now?
Yeah, it's moving very fast, and the website is ready, and so it's very user-friendly, and the users can input their case and from the back end of the website, and automatically generate a use case page, and for all the audience. And another is the CRC hired a new intern student will work full time, and to help any partners who want to contribute into this library, and he can help you to upload your content into the website. And so far we have 30 high quality use cases and from 5 partners, and covered application in like sanding, pick and place, assembly, and in many sectors such as automotive, woodworking, and like food and precision 3C production. Yeah, which is quite a wide use case built up already.
Awesome. Thanks, Yi. And then Philippe, then who can contribute to the library? How can companies be involved and get involved with the library?
I think that anybody that has solutions, that own solutions, that integrate solutions, or that have done something and that they are able to, publish, would be welcome to offer, some ideas or, some of their content to the library. We'd be happy to, and the CRC will be happy to, work with all of those possible contributors to, make sure that it fits, in terms of, the content that we're looking, so that, there's something that flows and that seems to be consistent from one case to another. So there's some resources for that. But we encourage anyone in the community in Canada, whether it's a case of a technology that's built here and maybe implemented elsewhere, or end users that are using this technology here in Canada.
Excellent. Awesome. Thank you very much. And I appreciate it, Philippe and Yi, for your input. Awesome. And that's all the time we have. I'll give it back to Kimberly. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.